It's 4 a.m. We gotta burn 1,000 calories. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hit that bike in the background. I'm gonna do some crazy warm up for 50 calories. Should take me less than 5 minutes. I'm gonna get my legs warm, gonna get my shoulders warm, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do incline bench press. What else can we do? We're gonna do deadlifts, burpee, and then we're gonna run back and forth, back and forth. Okay, warm up is done, 50 calories down. It's 4:10 a.m. and it's time to get shoulder raises. I'm gonna start light. I'm super sore, so we'll see how this goes. I got my deadlifts. We're gonna do 3 deadlifts, 2 burpees. In every round, we're gonna add another 10 on each side of the deadlifts. We're gonna go 5, 6, 7 rounds. You know what, I think I'm gonna roll out that treadmill and we're gonna run. Instead of running back and forth, we're gonna run. And then let's try to get 5 rounds. Let's try to get a sweat. Let's go.
Okay, it's time to put in some work. Okay, it's 3:45 a.m. Really happy that I've been able to get up at 3, get there, do whatever I got to do to start by 3:30, 3:45. I do have my classes. They come in at 5 a.m., but it's just a good thing to beat the sun up and feel accomplished. My upper chest is super sore, just standard chest soreness from a max bench press. I actually hit a PR. What was it? 225... 235, yeah, which is pretty good for me, but that's just a stepping stone, I suppose. Who knew? This is something you need to add into your workout regimen immediately, to know that deadlift is the #1 thing you should be doing as part of your conditioning routine. I mean, it works the most amount of muscle out of every single exercise we know, just slightly edging out the squats. So to do it light and fast and add burpees and run around it, it's a great conditioning tool if you want to get your metabolism firing, like a lot of sweat. So you take a fat burner, or you take one of them caffeine pills I offer, and you just go at it, and the amount of muscle that you're activating in that one exercise, your whole body's burning, and therefore, it's going to be needing a lot of energy to supply that, and hopefully we can get it from our fat stores and, build the muscle but burn the fat. That's what we want. Okay, so my shoulder press, I'm starting light. These are 30s still, but I think right after this I switch to 45s and stay there. Trying my best to, at the very least, shred the fat off, and I think building muscle, of course, definitely just going to take time. But I've been working on it, and consistency is definitely key, right? So, I'm just trying to, consistent is the most powerful thing that you can have. Not one great workout, but imagine if you have a great workout 3 times a day consistently for years. That's how people get the physiques that we envy and that we seek to have that type of. So on the TV, you can see my heart rate's in the red, the strap that's around my chest. The yellow and the red signified to me that I'm burning the right type of energy, more fast twitch muscle fibers. You got to remember that heart rate sensor. It once it learns me, it gets me harder and harder for me to get in the yellow and the red, because it knows what my true 100% is. So if I'm doing like sprints or something, every future exercise it compares to that max effort. This one's not bad. I don't know how closely you want to look to find some muscle tone, but that upper chest, I was feeling sore 45s. But you're sitting down, you're doing bench press, but your heart rate's still way up. So we got to add a 10 every round. I think I did several rounds, a couple rounds, and then add a 10, add a 10, add a 10. But by the time I was done, I was only going to go 5 rounds, but I went like 8 or 9 rounds, and I had just trying to get 500 calories right. It's harder in the morning than it is at night, which is why it's more important, because we're going to do hard things, and if you can overcome the hard stuff, then the easy stuff's no problem. It's just automatic. I can see potential. When I look at myself, I see potential. I don't see I do see every day, I see it's not where I want to be, but I also see potential. I can imagine if that was pumped up, or if this was twice as thick, if I had 2 inches of depth, 2 inches of thickness to my back or something like that. I imagine. Let's get a couple different angles here, right? I think it's an excuse. I think it's an excuse for me to rest a little bit. At some point in here, I start doing curls. Curls, you'll see my heart rate get in the red because of the curls. Every exercise treats people differently. I was having a hard time with the camera angles on this one. At the very least, it's not too bad. You can see it. I got to get a tan this summer. The way I've got the color set up on the camera, it exposes me out a little bit more than I'd like. Yeah, I tan super fast, so as soon as the sun comes out, I'll be good to go. Laying by the pool, eating ribs and tanning. That's what my summer is going to look like. And working out, sleep, repeat. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens on each side. So 135, 145, 150, something like that. Working on it. 3:30 a.m. Okay. Put in that work. Burpees, something that's very hard for me to do on my own. Oh, when I jump over the bar like that, that's a big part of holding my attention span on the burpees. 2 burpees is one thing, but if you're doing like 10 burpees, just going up and down, it doesn't hold my attention. But if you're the same as me, try adding like a bar like this, or it's nothing to jump over it. It's like 8 inches off the ground, 10 inches off the ground. It's nothing to jump over it, but the fact that you have something to jump over and you can just hit the ground immediately. Yeah, so see those abs? Man, if I just plank more, teach the tendons that are on the outside of the abs how to stay tight. I don't do any crunches. I don't do anything for my obliques. I do all these compound stuff and I do my cardio, and I think I have good genetics for the abs. But if I'm being 100% honest, I haven't done a single ab exercise. Even though it's the number one thing I want to work on, I don't work on it. I think I'm not the only one that's like that. Everyone's biggest insecurities, it's always, but being 6'9" like this, my reach, I'm doing like a 3 foot from my shoulders to my arms extended is like a 3 foot range of motion. So a damn yard. I have to, whatever it is, 45-pound dumbbells. Same thing with the deadlifts. I'm pulling it up like 4 feet. Most of the guys whose bodies I like, oh wow, that's a nice body, I want triceps like that or something like that. They're like gymnasts that are like 4'9", so it's not really realistic. These self-powered treadmills, I only got 2 of them here at my gym, but it turns out they're actually my favorite thing about it, because you can just hop on and go, and it's a lot harder than, because you can see in the very top my heart rate's in the red right now. It's a lot harder than a regular treadmill. I have access to a regular treadmill, and when I jog slow and not impressive looking on that treadmill, I'm dying. One thing, let's be honest, if there's not a ton of viewers on videos like this, one thing I like to do is look at myself in the camera in the way of using it as a mirror. But in my mind, someone's gonna see this. One person, 10 people, someone's gonna see this. So it raises my intensity. This video camera pointing at me, whether anyone watches it or not, the potential that someone could watch it, it raises my intensity. It's just like what we do here at my gym. The fact that you're training with other people, come on now. There you go. You can see, I didn't take any pump stuff. I just took a fat burner, but I didn't take my, there's so many supplements that I usually take, like a citrulline type of pump supplement to make your veins pop out, look good. Can't do that at 3:30 in the morning. And then there's some pills, like a testosterone booster, that I like to take. I don't think that helps me build muscle, but it like makes me angry in a good way. Everyone treats their emotions different. When I get angry, I get motivated. Wouldn't hurt a fly, but when I get angry, I go, you know what? I'm gonna work harder. I'm gonna show them. Some more deadlifts. What we got on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plates now. Doing good. 2 burpees. 2 is enough. 2, 3, 4 burpees, you're good. And like I said, with that attention span, it's just like, geez. Oh, another training aid, especially this time of year. That's my number one thing I've been doing that not a lot of people consider, is several layers. See, I got my sweats on still. I got the shirt off just for the camera's purposes, to be honest. But it helps me as well if I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder for the camera. But I normally wear a shirt, my tank top that I wear, a long sleeve, and then a hoodie. And I have the hoodie on, and the long sleeve's got a little hoodie on it too. And I bite down on the drawstring of the hoodie just the whole time. Not that that's important, but the sweat, it gets you and the hood actually puts you in a mood. It's like blinders. So having that hood, or at least someone with attention issues like me, I'm just trying to get different camera angles. One of these, I was tired, so I was like, I'll just get a different camera angle. It's an excuse to rest. What are these, 45s? Yeah. I want to get that upper shoulder. I'm feeling my shoulder now as I'm doing this post. Man, my deltoid in the front, the anterior deltoid, super sore. My upper chest is sore already, but so if your chest is broken down, but it's needed in an exercise to work together with the deltoid. If the chest can't do as much as it needs to do, does the deltoid take over and get more of a beating? That's my theory, and I think that's definitely how it works, that the deltoid has to take more of the responsibility. Yeah, that's a good way to sum it up, is that I see potential, and I daydream. I say, okay, if I keep working on this body part, if I keep working on this, you've got a good setup. It's just so much work, and it seems like it's taking longer than you want, But stuff like this, that's what I'm going to use this channel for, honestly, is my own accountability, filming myself and just posting it, filming it and posting it. Gone are the days of posting a video and expecting comments or viewership. I'll just use it as like an accountability thing, so that this video, when it's 4 years old and maybe something's happening on the channel, we can look back at it. There won't be a surprise why I have a good body. If I can stay consistent, I can get pretty far. And I haven't been consistent, especially with, it's like the mechanic's car is always broken, I know a lot of unhealthy, out of shape trainers, and I have better standards than that, but I always put the members first, I always put my clients first, and that's how it will always be. But I need to be up there too, I need to get my name on that board, and I need to be pushing myself to a new level, especially while you're young still. I hate to say that, because people who aren't young will use that as an excuse. If you're alive, you're young. If you're able, you should be getting after it. I hate to say that too, because someone will say, oh, well, I'm not able. You are, though. It's all relative. If I can jump on a 60-inch box, can you jump on a 2-inch box? Can you get your feet off the ground at all on a jump? We have clients who jump on 3-inch boxes, and they're dying. That easy as that. It's all relative. Let's just find a challenge for you. The challenge grows. The muscles grow. Your ability grows. Stay consistent, keep challenging yourself, and once you adapt and get better, that's called fitness. You have to find a bigger challenge. You have to find a newer challenge. Challenge more often, challenge more frequently, challenge more intense. Challenge for a longer duration. That's what it's all about, the push. This may be my last round. Yeah, last round. You got to add these deadlifts in as part of your conditioning. I don't think anyone considers deadlifts part of their conditioning, but they're missing out big time. It just so happened to fall upon it because deadlifts are my favorite, but adding them in as part of your conditioning in a circuit fashion, adding burpees and running and no rest in between any other stuff, so valuable. And I burn a lot of calories in a short period of time. And that, therefore, I can lower the duration of my workouts if I want. Don't work out for as long. Yeah, I think I'm done. Don't work out for as long, but work out 3 times a day. That's the goal. No, I got another. I did a set from this angle. Pretty sure. Come on now. I said the peace sign like I was done, but then I looked in the mirror and I said those shoulders aren't where I want to be. Might as well do another set. Yeah, keep pushing, keep pushing. 3 foot range of motion, killing me. But we don't get to decide our body type, you know. You can decide the amount of effort you put into something. That's what I'll control. And that's what I respect the most personally. So I want people to respect me for it, you know. I had to voice over this because the music playing in the background is explicit and copyrighted. I wouldn't have it any other way, explicit. I mean, I'd prefer to just play the music and let you guys vibe out to that Rick Ross or, I don't know, it's not for everybody. Potential, that's what it's all about. I can see it, potential.